And then here's a snapshot as we're recapping everything here at, the top, signings for each team in the league, marked by division here. Real quick, we'll go through each division. Looking at a snapshot of the NFC North, not the team that they already have assembled, but the signings or trades that took place. Who has improved the most? And not all names are on this list, you can see, but who looks to improve the most heading into the draft on paper in the NFC North?
Definitely not the Bears or the Lions.
Yeah.
That's tough. It'd have to be Green Bay or Minnesota for me, but I don't think they made any really huge moves to move the needle. I guess I'd give the Vikings the edge because getting Patrick Peterson. Yeah.
I was going to say the same, like for, I guess, name brand value, if you will. And the fit, I think he's a good player and he'll fit there. But yeah, I think the Vikings, I guess, at this point would be my winner.
I want to say that too. Thing is, Aaron Jones is the best player on that list here in the NFC North. And man, that's a different Packers team if there's no Aaron Jones. I guess I'm holding his weight more than I'm holding the combo of a Pat P and another guy I like, Dalvin Tomlinson. Splitting hairs here. It is between Green Bay and Minnesota so far. NFC South. Did anybody do enough to say that they topped the defending champion Buccaneers, who kept almost all their players pretty much?
Not a chance.
Yeah, I was going to say, I'm like, you can try to make an argument just because the Saints brought back, Marcus and, both Williams. But yeah.
And I think we lost Dill, but I think he'll be coming right back on here.
Yeah.
But yeah, the Buccaneers, Paul, keeping everybody. How?
I know. I mean, like we touched on earlier, they get guys to take hometown discounts because they want to play for a Super Bowl team and they want to play with Tom Brady, and all that feeds into it. And it's one of those rich get richer situations. So it's going to be hard to, the Saints are going to lose Breeze. The Panthers are making a big move, getting Sam Darnold and seeing how that goes. And then, the Falcons are probably clearly the second best team in that division right now. But yeah, I mean, you can't really compete with what the Bucs did this offseason, just getting everyone back.
Do you guys think Antonio Brown returns?
I think he ends up returning at some point. Wow. Yeah. I don't think anyone else is really going to want him. He's just with everything he's been through with Brady, and Brady, like, having him over to his house, that connection they have. It just seems it might not happen soon. He might wait it out to see if he gets a bigger offer, which I don't think will come through. And then he'll just end up signing for the Bucs for cheap. If I had to guess.
And Dill, are you back with us?
I believe so. Can you hear me?
We can hear you. And hey, who would you start in New Orleans? Jameis Winston or Taysom Hill?
Jameis.
Yeah.
To me, it's no question. I feel like at the end of the day, you should be able to continue to utilize, Taysom in a pretty similar role in the same capacity, and give Jameis that chance. He's obviously has the talent, and obviously we all know about the turnover situation. But I think with Sean Payton, why wouldn't you give it a shot at this point if you're Sean Payton?
Yeah. I'd go with Jameis Winston. He's actually a quarterback, so.
There you go.
You split their snaps 50-50.
2 quarterback system.
I like for Taysom Hill, so keep him in the Cordell Stewart / role. I like that. All right, over to the NFC East. Who looks like they've improved the most on paper? I'd be the first one to tell you it's not the Eagles. So
Oh man. I mean, yeah, on paper, the Giants probably made the most noise, Galladay's making 18 million a year. Leonard Williams got a 3-year deal at like 20 million a year. Dory Jackson's getting 13 million. So, I mean, as far as, who made the most, spent the most money and made the most moves of bringing in new people, that's the Giants. Obviously Dak coming back is a big deal, but he was already there. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think the Giants are definitely better, but I think they're going to end up overpaying those guys, and I don't know. We'll see what happens. Once right now they can get away with it because they have Daniel Jones on a rookie deal, and at this point, who knows if he'll be signed to a big second contract, so they can take more swings and misses, or sorry, not swings and misses, but more swings like this.
We know what you're hoping for.
Yeah.
I feel it. I'm actually kind of leaning towards watching the football team here. Yeah, contracts wise, definitely the Giants had the bigger splashes, but I'm actually liking what Washington football team's doing with the defense that they have already in place and some of the young players on offense that are getting better. Bringing in competition at the quarterback. I know they said Fitzpatrick starting, or I think that's kind of what's happening at this point here, but I think they're kind of adding competition to every level, and I just like what they're doing, and I think they're only going to get better.
All right. Yeah, it's between those two, and I'm having a little difficulty trying to pick one of them. I mean, is Ryan Fitzpatrick starting in Washington? No one's going to know that. No one's just going to know that for a while.
For sure. I mean, there's still the draft, so who knows? There's rumblings that they might trade up. So who knows?
Signed Kyle Allen and Taylor Heineke. I mean, who freaking knows in Washington? Asking Adam Humphries to be the slot, Curtis Samuel to be more than a gadget player and more of a wide receiver 2, or at least a 2A to Humphries 2B. That's interesting because they got McLaurin, they got Gibson, so that's some talent.
Logan Thomas, tight end.
I like him a lot too. So yeah, I mean, Galladay's is more of a bigger name. Yeah, Galladay's a bigger name than Samuel and Humphries. Leonard Williams is a big deal. Adoree Jackson is probably better than William Jackson. So I guess I'll give the edge to the Giants. Again, splitting hairs. Over in the NFC West. The Rams?
Yeah, I'd say Stafford alone.
Stafford and D-Jax. The Rams improved.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, the Cardinals made interesting moves, Green coming back, but with Fitzgerald retiring, I don't know if AJ Green is really that big of an upgrade over Fitzgerald at this point in his career. So I don't know about that. But then, yeah, JJ Watt, interesting signing. But yeah, I mean, yeah, the Rams are, they probably have the most hype, and, they're going to have a lot of pressure to, perform and succeed, especially, in a stacked division. So it's going to be fun to watch the West next year.
Is AJ Green draftable?
He wasn't draftable last year to me, nor will he be this year.
All right. Sliding to the AFC, the North. Cleveland?
Yeah.
Yeah. No doubt.
They kept Rashard Higgins, signed Malik Jackson, John Johnson, the guy who we're all over. Man. Yeah, I'd say it's Cleveland. Clean sweep there.
I mean,
yeah. No? You like?
No, I was reading what the Bengals did as well. I'm like,
I think
I like what
I was
they
going to
did.
say they did have a lot of, I think, solid signings under the radar, So yeah.
No, I hear you. Bengals did have a good offseason so far. AFC South. All right. Sure,
That's
no,
a good one.
say the Texans. So
Yeah,
I
got
man,
Colts for me.
I'd say the Colts. Yeah.
who are you struggling with, Dill?
I was just reading.
The Jags.
Mm, yeah, it's not enough to tip the scales there for me. So definitely, if you get a franchise quarterback, that's pretty much going to solidify your offseason there. So I mean, I know there's differing opinions on that, but again, the capital you're giving up, you go get your guy, you bring back Marlon, NTY, Xavier. So yeah, I think they had the best offseason there.
You know I do. I already put my money down as soon as the Carson trade went down. I put my money on the Colts winning the Super Bowl. So and the Colts winning the AFC too. So, but yeah, any opinion that doesn't think Carson Wentz is a baller is wrong.
There
Anyway,
you go.
over to the AFC East. Who is the most improved team, at least on paper? Is it the Patriots?
I mean, I guess.
Ugh, this was the toughest one.
Because on paper they spent a lot of paper. So I mean,
and yeah, they've addressed on paper issues from last year as far as offensive weapons. So I I don't want to give them the nod, but I might have to just because they were just severely lacking last year. Besides the talent, they just a lot of opt outs and stuff too on the defensive end as well. So um, I think the combination of that could give them the nod here.
What about the Jets? Tevin Coleman, Corey Davis, think Marcus May, Dan Feeney, Sheldon Rankins.
Yeah, they had a busy offseason.
yeah.
I
So
just I don't
getting
know.
rid of Darnold.
Yeah, they got some capital back. So I don't know.
So on Darnold, are we going to hear, between back to Sam Darnold and Dan Arnold, are we going to hear Sam to Dan or Darnold to Arnold?
Oh man.
I kind of like Donald to Arnold.
Yeah.
Sam to Dan now. All right.
I don't know.
So I think we all picked the Patriots there. Even Miami's on the board too. They got themselves a backup quarterback.
I was gonna say I kind of liked it. I forgot they got Jacoby. But yeah, with Will Fuller and him alone, I guess that can help solidify their squad. I don't know.
And then closing out with the AFC West. I like Denver's secondary. The Chiefs, they did improve along the offensive line. The Raiders, they both sides of the ball. It's a close. I think this is a close call.
This is truthfully, I think, the toughest one for me because I think the Chargers addressed their O-line as well, just like the Chiefs. You talked about the secondary for Denver. The Raiders added pieces on both sides. So honestly, I'm gonna let you guys choose because I'm a little biased in this one here.
Yeah, that is tough because a lot of the teams made good moves. I gotta I can't give it to the Chiefs just because they got rid of both their tackles, and I don't think they did a good enough job of replacing that in free agency so far.
Yeah.
And then, Chargers got their linemen, but besides that, they got Cook, but is he better than Henry? I don't know. So I don't know if they really upgraded there. So yeah, I mean, it's tough because Denver really did do a really good job of addressing their secondary and, got some really good guys. So their secondary should be really good. I guess in terms of value, I definitely give the edge to the Raiders because the John Brown and the Ngakoue signings were just such good value signings and also positions of need. As far as talent, though, what the Broncos added in free agencies, it's hard to argue with. So yeah, I don't know.
Flip a coin on that one.
I guess I can be the tiebreak. Well, I don't know. You sound like you're more Raiders, Paul. So
Yeah, I don't know.
I love what Denver did, but I give the edge to the Raiders. I really do. I'm looking around the entire league right now, and I see the Browns and the Raiders having the best offseason so far. Yep. I don't know. If you had to pick two teams like I just did, I picked the Browns and Raiders. What about you guys?
Yeah, I'll take those picks. I definitely think Cleveland is definitely number one, and hey, I'll take number two spot, no questions.
Yeah, the only other team I'll add to that is the Bucks.
Yeah, I was staring at them again. I was like Tampa.
I
but-
can't not mention them. They didn't lose anyone.
Yeah, they locked that down.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, Tampa locked
Yeah.
down. True story. All right, diehards, we would love to hear what you have to say. We went through each position group: QB, running back, receiver, tight end, O-line, D-line, linebacker, secondary, and the coaching hires as well. Then we went through each division at a snapshot to see who improved the most. Whether you agree or disagree, let us know. Tell us where we were right, where we were wrong. Of course, we're always right. And yeah, YouTube comments, we'll reply back. Holler on Twitter, Facebook as well, or on the blog. All the links you need are in the description. And hey, before we cut out, guys, do you expect any major trade before draft day?
Ooh.
Wow. Well, since teams are trading draft picks before the draft starts, which never happens, if that theme follows, I definitely look for the Patriots to maybe trade up for a quarterback. Keep an eye on the Teddy Bridgewater situation, for sure. But yeah, besides that, yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I'd say definitely keep an eye on Teddy Bridge, and I don't know, maybe a random receiver like Allen Robinson. Maybe they work on something to ship him out and get some compensation so the man can get his contract. So I don't know. I think people are mainly going to stay pat and maybe just move up draft capital wise, just like Paul alluded to there at this point.
Okay. Atlanta trading out before, maybe?
Yeah, I'd see Atlanta trading out. I could see Washington football team trading up to go get a guy, or maybe even New England trade up to go get a guy, just like Paul said. So those are kind of the two teams I'm looking at right now, maybe trading up.
I I want to call. I'm really trying to pinpoint a draft spot, but I think Dallas is going all in on Kyle Pitts, and I'm
I
not
don't
sure.
think he makes it there.
Yeah, he's not going to make it to 10.
Where
So
they? They're at 10.
yeah, so I'm expecting a trade up by the Not expecting. I'm going to predict a trade up by the Cowboys. And I don't know if they have to go to 4 with Atlanta to do it, because then that would mean he's the first non-quarterback selected in this draft. Tough to see that for a tight end. Wide receiver, they expect him to play the X, right? Um, Cincy, maybe they could trade down from 5. That
How far though? Like, you know what I mean? If you're them, how far are you willing to go out or go down?
Especially when you have so many weapons on offense already, and your defense needs a lot of talent.
Yeah. So if he
Miami
can
moving down again, perhaps.
Yeah, man.
Hey, I wouldn't put it past them at this point.
And then you got Detroit and Carolina. I don't know. I could see Atlanta, Cincy, Miami, Detroit, Carolina all being open to it.
Yeah. I could see Detroit moving back for sure. I think they just want to pick up more picks.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I guess that would be my prediction between now and the draft. Would be Dallas moving up and targeting Kyle Pitts. And all right, diehards, with that, like I said, in the comments, hit the like button, holler at your boys. Let us know your opinions, your take on your favorite team around the league, whatever interests you, and what you like to hear in the next episode. Until next time, we're out.